Hey everybody, welcome to Act 5, Scene 1 of Romeo and Juliet. You know the drill. Watch this through the first time, see if you can figure out what's going on, and then watch it through a second time, following along with the text to gain a deeper understanding. And as always, when we are through, we're going to discuss the scene together. So here we go. Act 5, Scene 1, Mantua, a street. Enter Romeo.
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead, a strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think, and breathed life, such life with kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. Oh me, how sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy.
Enter Balthazar.
News from Verona! How now, Balthazar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, since you did leave it for my office, sir.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars! Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Tush! Thou art deceived. Leave me and do the thing that I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters from the friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone and hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight.
Exit Balthazar.
Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Oh, mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabouts it dwells, which late I noted in tattered weeds, with overwhelming brows, culling of simples. Meager were his looks, and sharp misery had worn him to the bones. And in his needy shop a tortoise hung, an alligator stuffed, and other skins of ill-shaped fishes, and about his shelves a beggarly account of empty boxes, green earthen pots, bladders and musty seeds, remnants of packthread, and old cakes of roses were thinly scattered to make up a show. Noting this penury, to me I said, and if a man did need a poison now, whose sale is present death in Mantua, here lives a caitiff wretch, would sell it him. Oh, this same thought did but forerun my need, and this same needy man must sell it me. As I remember, this should be the house. And being holiday, the beggar's shop is shut. What ho, apothecary!
Enter apothecary.
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Hold, there is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding here, as will disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead, and that the trunk may be discharged of breath as violently as hasty powder fired doth hurry from the fatal cannon's womb.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he that utters them.
Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness, and fearest to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, need and oppression starveth in thy eyes, contempt and beggary hangs upon thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off, and if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
There is thy gold, worse poison to men's souls. Doing more murder in this loathsome world than these poor compounds that thou mayst not sell. I sell thee poison, thou hast sold me none. Farewell, buy food and get thyself in flesh. Come, cordial and not poison, go with me to Juliet's grave, for there I must use thee.
An exit. Okay, guys, very nice. Let's talk about this a little bit. Can either of you summarize what's happening in this scene? Or would you? I know you can't. Would you?
So we start the scene, and Romeo is oh so happy because he just woke up from a really good dream, and he's like, oh yeah, normally my dreams tell the future, and this one was really really good, and so now I'm really happy. And then Balthazar,
Except the part that you were dead. Except the dead
part
part.
that I was dead, except the part that I was dead, and Romeo's a little like, huh, it's weird that I was dead, but anyway. And and then Balthasar comes in and he's like, oh my God, it's just like in my dream. I'm totally gonna get good news. And then it's totally not good news. And it just crushes him. It just like Romeo at this point has lost everything, right? Like he lost his best buddy. He's banished, right? And
Right.
he can't see he can't see the love of his life anymore. So he in effect has nothing except for like this small promise. And the last of Romeo's lines in that, oh, let me get my book. In that first monologue that he has, oh me, how sweet is love itself possessed, that when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. Like, I don't even need to be near my love for it to affect me in such a positive way, right? And then, and I feel like, do we know what the time period is that that it's been since I was banished? How long has it been?
I don't think it's been that long. It's been a couple of days, I think. It's been a couple of days. Like it really hasn't been long. It really hasn't been long because remember, right after you're banished, that next day they tell Juliet, "Oh yeah, you're gonna marry Paris on, you know, I think it's Thursday, right? I think.
Yeah.
And it's been a couple of days. I think the whole play is a couple of days. Like it's not even that long. I'm sure somebody could tell me the exact amount of days. I haven't calculated it. Bad director. But yeah, it's a couple of days.
Yeah. So despite it being such a short amount of time, this strikes me as an agreement that he's come to with himself that took a while to get there. Right? Like he didn't just wake up from this dream and was like, oh yes, the absence of my love, I'm finally happy. Like I feel like he had to feel the loss of Juliet already for him to finally be like, oh yeah, like maybe things are looking up. Maybe I'm okay without her, and maybe I'll see her in the future. And then yes.
The apothecary, what do you give him? What do you offer him?
Well, he wants to buy this poison, and my first thing is, well, there's a law against that here. I'm bound by law, and then he dangles the gold, and it's like, well, it's not like a law as much as a guideline. So
it's a suggestion.
It's okay. So he sells him the poison, and he says it's my poverty is what's making me my poverty, not my will consents. I shouldn't be doing this, but you're right. I am poor, and this is I'll take it. So this is what you want to do, and drink this, and you're good to go. so to
Yeah,
speak.
and he heads for Juliet's grave. Okay. All right, guys, great job. Everybody who's watching, we will see you on the next video. Bye.